YouTube, what's good, y'all boys? It's your boy Risk Taker. I am back with another talk video, y'all boys. In today's video, we are going to be speaking on the purpose of devotion. I know y'all seen the damn my fault. Let me fix the lighting. I know y'all seen the title of the video, so that is the topic of the video. Whatever the title is, that is the topic. So let's speak on devotion, y'all. We're gonna get straight into it. Not gonna waste no time. So, if you're wondering about the quality and shit, my phone currently right now is not recording. I have to, I don't know, probably have to do some things, take it to the store or something, figure out what's going on. But I was a little upset about that. But it's cool. It is what it is. Nothing I can do. This is just problems that you're gonna come across when obviously you're doing this shit. So it is what it is. We'll fix it. We'll figure it out. But for now, we got videos on the lap tizzy, so make sure that you turn the volume up. I know the audio is probably a little messed up and all that. I don't really have any way for me to fix it. I just work here. You feel me? But anyways, let's get straight into the video, straight into the topic, which is devotion, y'all. So when it comes to devoting yourself to something, this obviously means that this is your love, your joy, your happiness, all that you want to do in life. So, devotion, basically, like the short definition of devotion is it's basically the loyalty and love that you show for something in specific. So, if there is obviously something that you are doing that you're devoted to, it means that you are doing your all, you're giving your all to this thing, and you genuinely care about it, and this is something that you are devoted to. This is something that you're only gonna do, you know, for with good intentions, and it's made with love, right? So one example I'll give is like devoting yourself to like a sport or like a person that is in your life, or your craft. If you make videos, if you make music, devoting yourself to that. So the importance of devotion and the importance of having that deep down inside of you, and making sure that whatever you do, you're devoted to. The importance of that is you will then love what you do more, and it will make you want to just do it more and more and get better at it and improve yourself at doing these things like in life. So if you're focused and you're devoted on your craft, and if you make, let's say you like make music or something, if you're devoted to that and that is the only thing that you really care about, like this is like you're devoted to it, like this is important to you, it means a lot to you, and you're consistent with it, so you're devoted to it, you will make genuine better music. It will come more from the heart just because this is something that you love to genuinely do. A lot of times people do things that they don't like doing, and they're not devoted to it, like a job or something, so they end up like either getting fired or just giving up on that thing because they were never devoted to it in the first place. So get yourself devoted to this thing that you're working on, and make sure that you're 100% in whatever it is that you do. Now, me personally, I genuinely try to give my all to like a lot, like everything that I do, because I don't see a reason to want to like do something or start something if you're not actually gonna like be willing to like try and be devoted to this thing and be loyal to this thing. Like same thing with like relationships and shit like that. Like I'm not just gonna get into a relationship or surround myself with these people if I don't genuinely care about them and I genuinely want to have this connection with this person. I'm not gonna go out there and do some crazy shit, against this person if I, because I genuinely care about them, and this is a person that I want to spend the rest of my life with and like do all these things with. So I'm gonna genuinely be there for them, and I'm gonna care a lot, and I'm gonna be devoted to that person, making sure that I'm consistent in what I say and do, and that I'm there for them when they need me. And all of that helps because this will then be reciprocated to you in most case scenarios. If it's not, this is someone that you need to, separate yourself from. If you are devoted to a person and you don't see that kind of love coming back, and you don't see that, you don't just, and they're not reciprocating that, obviously you want to get yourself out of a situation like that. That is someone who, is not for you. This is a person that is probably focused on other things other than you, right? But if you're devoted to someone, you're going to do most things in your power, everything in your power, to make sure that you and that person are happy, and that y'all are, that connection is there and strong. But when you have issues that come up and you have just bumps in the road, making sure that you are still there for that person, you're still devoted to that person, is the most important part. Because yeah, you can say I'm devoted to you, but when you're actually tested on the things that you're saying, you have to prove yourself. And this is something obviously that I am very aware of and that I've learned. When you speak these things, which is why I make these videos, when you speak these things into the world, when you're saying them into the universe, you're going to be tested on these things. And if you are 100% on what you're saying, if you're devoted, if you really believe what you say, if you really believe in yourself, if you really are that person that you say you are, you will pass 100% of the time. Obviously, there's going to be some things that you don't understand at first, but it all comes from what you put out there, the energy that you gave. So you must have had said something or did something that you weren't 100% sure of, and now you are being tested on that thing, and now you have that feeling. So understand that you will be tested on these things that you say and do. And you can tell someone you love them, you can tell them, I'm always going to be there for you, I'm going to do whatever for you, but when you say these things, understand that you will be tested on these things. And when you're put in situations like that, just be ready. That is all I'm saying. So I said a lot of different things in that little time span, but the main takeaway from that is the importance of devotion, which is obviously you want to have that for your grind, your craft, and what you're doing. You want to be able to say, I am devoted to this, and nothing can take me away from that, y'all. But yes, the most important part of this devotion, like the thing that I think that we should all remember when it comes to devoting yourself to something, is you genuinely have to think that this is bringing you some type of help, some type of gain. So when you want to devote yourself to something, it's hard to devote yourself to something that you don't see a gain in, if that makes any sense. So if you're doing something and you don't see any progress or any results at first, you might just want to stop. You might not want to devote yourself to that thing because you're not seeing the progress. So understand that the results and the progress are going to come after you devote yourself, after you give your all to this thing. It's not going to come before. You have to do these things, say these things, believe these things, get tested on these things, and be consistent with these things. Then the results will start to come in, and that is when you are obviously after already devoted. So focus on just devoting yourself to this thing and making sure that you're 100%. Now, if this is something that you don't see a gain in, don't devote yourself to it. This shouldn't be something that you're working on or trying to do if you don't see the gain, right? You obviously have to see a gain. You have to see something that is going to bring you value. There should be a reason why you're doing the thing that you are devoting yourself to. You don't want to just do stuff for no reason and just have no reason behind it. Oh, I'm gonna just do this just cause whatever. It is what it is. I'm gonna just do it. I don't really care too much. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, you don't have an attitude like that. You want to have an attitude of, I'm doing this thing, and when I do this thing, it is going to give me the gain that I'm looking for. It's going to give me everything that I need. Obviously, it's going to take a long time, but I am devoted and I care, which means I will continuously do it every day, even if I don't feel like doing it. And it will bring me everything that I need in the future because I believe in myself and I believe in the things that I say. That is attitude that you must have in order to see the results and everything like that. Once you see the results, obviously, then you could start to figure out different things to try to do. But the first few steps is devoting yourself and giving yourself the time to build up that devotion and that grind and all that thing. So yeah, you're obviously gonna need time to do this. It takes a long time, of course, obviously, like anything else, because we God wants to know, the universe wants to know that this is something that you're genuine and true in doing. This is not just another phase, right? Like a lot of people just go through phases. They'll start something because they saw some type of motivational video, and they're like, all right, let me start this thing. And then they start it, and then it gets hard, so they're just like, all right, on to the next. And when you have things like that happening, that is just wasting your time, right? Do not just waste your time on things. If you're gonna do something and you say you're gonna do something, do it. This is why I don't really speak on a lot of things that I have planned and say I'm gonna do, because if I say I'm gonna do something, I actually want to do it. Like that's just me. I don't know about y'all, um, and sometimes it's bad because I'll find myself just not like sharing different things with people around me, and when I'm actually starting to do stuff, I don't really tell anybody because I'm so focused in on making sure that this is actually what I'm doing. I'm so focused in on trying to devote myself to this that I'm not going to be, just talking about it all the time. I can't just sit back and just talk about it, talk about it, talk about it. I'm not that person. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go do it. And I think that genuinely helps me to get more and more things done. Because when you just talk about something and you just keep talking about it, that really gives other people ideas that it's kind of a slippery slope. Obviously, you want to talk about what you're gonna do. You want to say the things that you're gonna do. You want to say what you mean, but sometimes it's the actions that speak the loudest. Your actions speak louder than your words. So if people just see you doing it, they'll be like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I get it now." But if you say you're gonna do it, people be like, "Oh, okay, now let's see." Like, you feel me? If that makes sense, like now we're waiting. But if they just see you doing it instead of you just like saying you're gonna do it, then that is louder than just you speaking these things. But yes, speak these things, of course, believe these things that you say, believe in yourself, believe in the ideas that you speak, believe in what you tell people you're going to do, of course, but you have to actually have actions to back up the facts and have actions to back up, what you have planned and what you'll say. So start with acting, start with more doing, instead of just saying. A lot more doing and a lot more just figuring things out as you go. Um, Most people wait for an opportunity or for something to come to them to start. But, I mean, if you're doing it, you'll get more opportunities just by doing it. So, focus on doing, less saying. You do this for the Lord, for God, so that He can see that this is genuinely something that you want to do, and He will instill that power and strength that He needs in you. Understand that your spirit and all these things around you, like, the people around you, the spirits around you, like, these things will bring you that love and that grind that you need to just keep on pushing and keep on going. Um, Once you find yourself devoted to that thing, what devoting yourself really is going to do is show that you believe in yourself and that you believe that you're gonna do the things that you said you're gonna do, and this is you, and you're gonna do it, and it's gonna take time, and you're willing to wait, and you believe in yourself. So what that is going to help with is making sure that you have this instilled inside you, have that mindset instilled in your head to continuously go. That is the main thing, because you can do it. You can start it off. You can be doing good for, whatever, however long time, 6 months, and then when it gets tough and when there's real deal problems that are genuinely going to come to you and hit you and knock you down, have to be willing to tell yourself, I'm gonna get back up and I'm gonna keep working and I'm gonna keep going no matter what. And I do this because I said, however many months back, that I believed in myself. So be that man of your word. If you told yourself you believe in yourself and you showed God that you believed in yourself and you believed in you, don't let him down by giving up. Keep on going. Keep on pushing. And always, 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 always thank Jesus for everything that he's going to provide you with, all the help that he gives you. Because he will be there with you every step of the way. He will guide you. But if you don't want to help yourself, he's not going to want to help you. And no one's going to want to help you. And as people should. Obviously, like, if you're someone who, like, doesn't want to help yourself, you just want other people to, provide you with the help that you need. You need that help from other people, then, it's going to be hard to help you because you don't want to help yourself. You have to be willing to help yourself and say, I'm going to, either do this myself or at least try it myself. You can have, obviously, partners and people that are going to be there to lift you up, but at least try. At least have that mindset of, like, I'll do it and try myself, right? Before, it gets too crazy. Focus on that. This is truly, like, faithfully the only time that you have, right now. It's the only time to start. You don't have the time later on. Later on, you should be worried about doing other things. So be focused on doing it today, starting now, serving out your purpose today, how you can start today. Because once you figure out how to start today, then you'll figure out how to start something else tomorrow. You'll figure out how to, do something else the next day. So instead of just putting it off for the next day, how about trying it today and then planning something else for tomorrow? So now you have today already figured out, and tomorrow, and the next day, because then you just keep thinking like that. But your day should be filled with activities to, obviously reach this level in your life. And I mean, if you have to, like, say no to certain things, certain going out and shit like that, this might be helpful. It might be that time to just, start saying no. Like, nah, I can't go out. Like, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna go party and shit. I told myself I was gonna do something today. Even though you're inviting me to this party right now, I told myself I was gonna finish something. I gotta finish it, bro. I'm sorry. Yeah, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. That's it, bro. Like, it's really just that. Like, just being able to, tell people, like, no, like, this is what I'm doing. And it's important for me to do this right now because I told myself that I was going to do it right now. So, yeah. And that's it, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk too much in this one. Hope y'all did learn something in this video. If you did, do me a favor and leave a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you are new here. It's your boy Risk Taker. I'm going to see y'all in the next video. Yes, sir. Stay up, stay 100, and yeah, be safe, be strong, and be fearless, y'all. It's your boy Risk Taker. I'm out of here.